Well, it probably wasn't what the England fans expected to see when they came here tonight, but what they got was a very good game of World Cup qualifying football between England and Ukraine, a real contest in which Ukraine played a major part. And starting with a near moment there, it was a fluke really, it was a cross by Gusev that was deflected onto the post. Sorry, Stuart.
He certainly played well, Gusev, in that first half. Whenever diagonal balls were hit, he got forward. But England had their moments as well, and this was a good one from Jermaine Defoe. I don't think it's a foul. It's a great strike from him. He's handing off the challenge of Yarmolenko. And what a strike it was. And he actually gets a booking for this as well. Watch again, cuts inside. Gusev holds off the challenge, and then Yarmolenko holds his base. Not where he was touched anyway, but that's the technique.
You just wonder what would have happened to the game if that goal had been allowed to stand very early on. But Ukraine will tell you that they had a perfectly good one, not given in the European Championships in Donetsk back in June. What goes around comes around. But very ordered defensively, very quick to break forward. This is Ruslan Rotan trying to steer it in, and Steven Gerrard with other ideas.
They cleverly got caught on the ball in midfield, and as they did so often, Ukraine broke really well with intelligence and pace. When the ball comes out to Konoplyanka, I thought he was going to hit it with his left foot, but he tries to come inside. Jagielka blocks him, but well played, Steven Gerrard.
Was selling the left back, feeding an intelligent ball in for Garmash, who was on the full stretch.
That was the feature of the first half, crossfield balls, and then the cross into the box. But England had their moments too, and this was a great pass from Steven Gerrard, who produced 2 or 3 good passes. Jermaine Defoe, unselfish, he's not offside, heads it back to Cleverley. Well, he just gets too much on it, doesn't he?
And straight after that, Konoplyanka with a Wembley classic for Ukraine. Steven Gerrard did his best to try and close him down. He did recognise the danger, but just a little too slippery to move inside onto his stronger right foot, the goal scorer.
Well, he had a lot of ground to make up, Steven Gerrard. James Milner was out the picture. He was further infield, and Konoplyanka, once he came inside Steven Gerrard, was always going to hit the target. What a great strike it was.
But this was actually the third of the Cleverley hat-trick of chances late in the first half. Just wasn't his night.
Brilliant play from James Milner, dragging 3 players towards him. Cleverley gets his second touch out of his feet. Can't beat the goalkeeper at that near post. Here's the first
Steven Gerrard jumping with an arm outstretched there. Defoe had been booked for something similar, and that came back to bite Steven Gerrard later on in the game.
Yeah, it was. He was leading with his elbow. He caught Rotan, who got a cut. That was the first booking, as you said. He still tried to inspire his team, Steven Gerrard. And Glenn Johnson, out on that right-hand side, did cause problems. Coming in on his left foot, as we've seen him do so many times. It should have been a corner. It was a good save from the goalkeeper, Piatov.
Well, you're making the point, Stuart, about players getting at Ukraine with the ball. Johnson, of course, had been on from the start. The substitutes were doing that, and well, that could have produced the key moment. There were still opportunities for England, still 1-0 down, remember. Gerrard, here's Sturridge, and Welbeck, it sat up for him. And he hit it too full, really, and flush against the post.
Yeah, it was a good ball into the box from Daniel Sturridge. He wasn't too wide, he just played it into the danger area. And as you said in commentary, he's got to hit it with the outside of his foot. He gets it right on the laces.
But England's reprieve came. And Welbeck trying to lift it past Kacharithi's attempt to close it down. And he came in, the defender, with an arm raised, Stuart.
He certainly did. But what play from Bertrand, and made the forward run. Defoe gets a little flick on it, and he's clever here. Welbeck, he could have tried the shot. It might have gone over the bar, but he waited for it to come down. Here he could have shot, but lifts it over the challenge from Kacharidi, and definitely handball. And no mistake from Frank Lampard.
Yes, that is emphatic. And England then, Lampard in a hurry to restart the game, thought that they had time, with added on time, to try and win the game. But Steven Gerrard got himself his second yellow, and that took the wind out of England. So this is a referee, incidentally, sent off John Terry, that Chelsea game in the Nou Camp against Barcelona. No doubt he was right to do that, and no doubt he was right to do that, although Gerrard will say that he saw the ball, tried to get it, but
he was just desperate to win the ball back, wasn't he, Steven Gerrard, because he'd given the ball away. And he collides with Garmash and he gets sent off.
So anguish at the end, but it could have been worse. It could have been 1-0 defeat. It was 1-1.